Welcome to Mahtomedi High School. It's a section semifinal volleyball game tonight here on SEC Sports, featuring the Mahtomedi Zephyrs hosting the St. Paul Como Park Cougars. Hi everybody, I'm Patrick Lilia. On behalf of our crew on site tonight, with you, and the early service ace for Mahtomedi and Sahar Ramali. Well, the home Zephyrs get off to the start they'd like to have, as Ramali will continue the serve. Como Park on the left side of your screen in the black. Mahtomedi in the home white, as net violation called against the visiting Cougars. Beg your pardon, it's on the Zephyrs. Saw the net judge point the Zephyrs way for the point, but ultimately it was actually a Cougar point and a service ace. Immediately back the other way for Como Park. Well, the teams each cash in on their first serve with an ace. Jamie Nemec on the serve, and that's out. So that was nearly a second straight ace for Nemec, but ends up out that back line. Claire Crothers will have the serve for the Zephyrs. And a service ace for Crothers, as she is able to keep it in the back line. So good service for both sides to begin the night. Two aces for the Zephyrs and one for Como Park. That one will be into the net for a service error. Are tied at 3 in the early going. Suki Solheide will serve for the visiting Cougars. Finished a game under 500 on the regular season. From the left side, that was Louisa Tarnowski who spiked it down, and the ball a little too hot to handle. Katie Hergen-Rader launches a service ace for the Zephyrs. Zephyrs continuing to be very strong on the serve in the early going. Back-to-back aces for the Zephyrs and Hergen-Rader. Zephyrs winning their last meeting. That's to 1. Good job working the left side for the Cougars. Lefta Kaiser will get the kill. Ingrid Bowman will take her turn at serve for the Cougars. And that'll be an ace for Como Park. Well, the Cougars get back within a point. So far tonight, the game has come from the service. Holman will continue the serve. That's out off the back line on the left side of the gym. Back and forth early set as Como Park 3 straight points after falling down by 3. Tarnowski on the right side this time with the kill. Then she'll take the serve, so a good start for Tarnowski. And your outside hitter. it's rejected back by Como Park, but it'll be out. And that'll be a point for the Zephyrs. So a good effort by the Cougars and Nico Solheide, but carried out into the bench area. Tarnowski will continue with the serve. Service ace for Tarnowski as Solheide was trying to just lay it over the top of the net, but couldn't quite get enough on it to get there. Cougars ultimately unable to set up the play. And the Zephyrs have their largest lead of this opening set. Tarnowski continues her serve. Dropped in between a couple of Zephyrs for the Cougar point. Aletha Kaiser will take over the serve. That'll be important for Como Parks to limit these Zephyr runs at 4 straight points. So immediately sided back out. Nora Boniface Johnson was in the neighborhood. Kaylin Shaney will have the serve. That'll be an ace for the Zephyrs. Zephyrs have rode a bunch of early aces out to a 5-point lead in this opening set. Already 6 aces for Mahtomedi. That'll be an error, though, as they'll side out back to Como Park. Geary on the serve for the Cougars. Stella Bossert with the kill at the net as she went up above into the trees and stuffed it down. A couple of Cougars there in front, it tipped off their hands. Zephyrs on the serve, up by 4. That'll be played into the net as the Zephyrs will be on the serve. Point ends up going to Como Park. And the timeout will be taken here by the Cougars here with the Zephyrs on top 14-9. Take a look at that previous point. That's landing out the back from Ramali. They reverse it and they give the point to the Zephyrs, is what I had thought, though it's 15-8 after the officials get together and discuss. Take a look at our volleyball bracket. The number 1 seed Zephyrs taking on Como Park, who got the win over Harding. On the other side, Chisago Lakes and Hill Murray. So the Cougars doing a good job of breaking the chalk, winning that 4-5 matchup. Well, the Zephyrs up by 7 here in this first set, looking to advance to the section final. Romali will send that one out, and that'll make it 15-9. Eagle Solheim will serve here for Como Park. Good kill at the net by the Zephyrs. Take a look at that on replay. Kind of awkwardly rolled off the top of the net. Service ace for Mahtomedi. They continue their very strong play. That's their 7th ace. Karnowski with the kill. Karnowski was at a great opening set. That time was on the left side. We've seen her on the right side as well. And from the back line. Karnowski back-to-back kills. Mahtomedi up by 10, and the Cougars will take their final timeout of this opening set. Back and forth set in the early going. Now the Zephyrs up by 10. And to put this first set on lockdown, Karnowski with a very strong opening set for the Zephyrs. Talked about that the Cougars really needed to limit some of these early runs, and they did that in the beginning as Mahtomedi jumped out by 3, but the Cougars were able to rally at that point. But then the runs just kind of kept coming for Mahtomedi. They find themselves up by 10 and in control of the opening set. Romali on the serve. What a send back by the Cougars as Azriel Taylor was the one who was working on the right side in front of Tarnowski, or across from Tarnowski, as we should say. One of the best points of the night for the Cougars. Violation on the Zephyrs will hand the Cougars another point. Karnowski comes up with another kill after the great dig on the other side. Zephyrs the first to 20 here in this opening set. Their Crothers will have the serve. Kill. What a first set she's had. Brothers will continue on the serve. And a quick ace. Zephyrs closing in on taking this first set. Eighth ace of this first set for Mahtomedi. Make it 9. Strong net play, strong service from the Zephyrs have driven this opening set to what looks like will be a Mahtomedi set victory, as that service ace will bring them within set point. Tarnowski with 6 kills in this first set. Brothers on the serve. As the kill will go to Jalen Shaney, and that will do it for the first set. The Zephyrs breeze through the opening frame, taking a 1-0 lead by a final of 25-11. So Shaney finishes it out. Tarnowski, a terrific first set with 6 kills. We'll take a quick timeout here on SEC Sports. Mahtomedi 1-0 lead, and we'll be back.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we are at our best, we have more to offer the world around us. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
There I was, 16, divorced, remarried with a baby, another on the way, and I could barely read or write. Getting my high school diploma was a catalyst I needed. Now I have a bachelor's, a master's, and I became a teacher. When I look at all these success stories, I cannot help but think it all started by getting my high school diploma.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Welcome back to Mahtomedi High School. You're watching coverage of the Section 4-3A semifinal here on SEC Sports. Take a look at some of the first set highlights. That Mahtomedi cruised to a 14-point win to take a 1-0 advantage as the Cougars will look to rebound here in the second set. Volleyball tending to be a little bit of a set-by-set sport at times. What happens in one set may not necessarily reflect what happens in the next one. As the Zephyrs had really good service. 8 aces, beg your pardon, 9 aces in that opening set. Also got 6 kills from Louisa Tarnowski. Jamie Nemec will serve. Begin the second set. And quickly spiked down for the Zephyr point. second set starting off much like it did in the first for Mahtomedi. Brothers will have the first serve of the second set, and she'll pick up where she left off. That's another ace. Ella Bossert, we should say, had that kill a moment ago as well. Tarnowski will have her own kill. That'll add to her total. She has 7 now in the game tonight so far. Zephyrs quickly out to an early lead here in the second set. Pushed back on the right side. Jalen Shanny was over there. Brothers continues the serve. Tarnowski sends it out. So the first point for the Cougars here in the second set. Suki Solheid will have the serve for the Cougars here. That's up Tarnowski, and she's got another kill. Katie Hergenrader with the one who set up the play. Hergenrader has the serve. Tarnowski, was she able to keep it in? She was. So another kill for Tarnowski, who has been tough to stop on the outside for Como Park so far this evening. Service ace for Hergenrader. The Cougars will be forced to take a timeout. Already the Zephyrs on top, 7-1, as they have their 12th ace of this match so far. Zephyrs cruising in the opening set. Tight for about the first 10 points or so, and then the Zephyrs really took control after that. 25-11 was the final. Look at the final regular season standings. Mahtomedi undefeated in conference play, well earned to that #1 seed with an overall 19-9 record. Hardin having a great season as well. They took that 2 spot as Tartan 15 matches on the regular season. Bill Murray, as we mentioned, on the other side of the section in the bracket. Addison Critchley, the head coach, hoping to help keep the Cougars in it. The serve here from Hergenrader. Tarnowski with the kill. Certainly still a lot of set to go, and if you're the Cougars, you just want to keep your players engaged and don't let them feel defeated. Hergenrader will have another ace. A good effort by the Cougars, but couldn't quite get enough on it to send it back over. Service error will end the Zephyr run. Ingrid Bowman will have her turn for the Cougars. They will give the kill to Jalen Shaney. Close on that near boundary, but the net judge said it was in. Lisa Tarnowski has the serve. Spike by Ramali, and that's in for the kill. A look at the replay as Ramali was able to just keep it in. And a service ace as Tarnowski able to just drop it in. Wasn't even able to be touched by the Cougars. And it's another 10-point lead for the Zephyrs. As it's stuffed back, and a big point for Como Park. Aletha Kaiser got the kill. She'll have the serve. Kill coming from the right side that time for the Zephyrs. Jalen Shaney will be on the serve. Como Park has creeped up to play the net a little bit more. And service error there will give the point to the Cougars. Let's leave some more open space, though, in the backcourt. Get that kind of resource to the net. And the service error for the Cougars the other way. Charlotte Poppelman will serve for Mahtomedi. Hill comes in front for Hergen Raider. Poppelman continues her serve. They'll blow the whistle and give the point to the Cougars on the violation. It was a good effort by the Zephyrs. Take a look on the replay. That judge giving some instruction. Nico Solheid on the serve. Ella Bossert on the kill for the Zephyrs. Ramley will be on the serve as the service error will go into the net. Jamie Nemec will have it the other way. She's able to drop it in for the ace. Nice job by Nemec. Second ace of the night for Jamie Nemec, the sophomore. Nice job to lay that one in by Tarnowski. That time with the touch to just flip it in along the left boundary. Claire Crothers will have the serve. Zephyrs continue to keep that 10-point lead intact. Service ace. Everything working for the Zephyrs so far tonight. Up 11 here in the second set. Another ace for Crothers. As the Cougars will take their second timeout of this set. Zephyrs up by 12, leading at 1-0 as they look to take a commanding 2-0 lead and put themselves in a position to possibly advance to the section final. Zephyrs trying to get back to state for the 4th straight year. Cougars looking for their first bid. It certainly feel a lot more special for a lot of these players. They were the first players to say they ever did it. But work to do for the Cougars if they're going to get there. Taking a look at some of the recent section history. State 3 years in a row. Second straight year they were the #1 seed in the section and 3rd out of 4. Margot Keeley in front for the Zephyrs. Gets the kill. Spike by the Cougars will end up out in front of the Mahtomedi bench. Tarnowski sets up, the spike able to be sent back. Tarnowski again is out. Well, the Cougars will serve. Down 13. Yuki Solheide into the net for a service error. Had a back and forth about first 10 points of the first set, and since then it's been all Zephyrs. Hergen Raider has the serve here. And she'll have herself another ace. That's the 4th for Hergen Raider. Zephyrs are 2 points away from taking the second set. Bergen Raider will have another ace. And it's set point for the Zephyrs. Bergen Raider on the serve. Spiked down for the set clinching point, able to just keep it in front of the Cougar bench. 25-8, a dominant second set for the Zephyrs. They have rolled through 2 sets, a 2-set-to-none lead. They will go for the sweep and a bid to the section final when we come back here on SCC Sports. 2-0, Mahtomedi in front.
I never realized that I'd be taking care of a 2-year-old and a 9-year-old on my own. Sometimes as dads, I think we're too hard on ourselves. We get down on ourselves on not being able to, we're the providers, but we also have to learn to take care of ourselves. Self-love made me a better dad because I realized my worth. My daughter Isabella recently had a graduation into high school, and I got emotional because I saw pride in her eyes. I saw my daughter have her own self-love, and I saw the hard work of me being that dad 24/7 transferred to my teenage daughter. The word father means a lot to me. When I give my love to my children as a father, I can see it.
I'm a different kind of threat. I can't be scared away or negotiated with. You can't call the cops on me.
Do you still want to hang out after?
I don't want your money or your TV. I don't even have to break in. I'm invited.
We welcome you back to Mahtomedi High School. It's a Section 4 3A semifinal for volleyball with the Mahtomedi Zephyrs in control, up 2-0, and really has not been competitive since pretty early in the opening set, as the Cougars will look to keep their season alive with a big third set. But Mahtomedi just dominant. They've dominated up front. They've dominated from the back line. One of the highlights, though, for the Cougars from that second set. Louisa Tarnowski has 11 kills for the Zephyrs. Coma Park needing to get off to a strong start here in this third set. Caitlin Glazer will have the serve for Mahtomedi. We'll begin the third set. Tarnowski, I think they whistled that down before she got into it, as it's a Zephyr point. The violation on the Cougars stopped that before Tarnowski could finish with the kill. Glazer continues the serve. Nice spike in the middle. Azriel Taylor. Jamie Nemec will have to serve for the Cougars. Tarnowski out. Just couldn't quite keep that in. After discussion, they're going to reverse and give the point to the Zephyrs. So Tarnowski will have the serve. Second time that discussion has gone the Zephyrs' way tonight. Tipped off the top of the net as Keeley able to get the kill. Kylie has the kill. Tarnowski will continue her serve. Service error. Suki Solheid will have the serve for Como Park. Kylie comes up with another kill. Zephyrs getting some different faces into the game with the way things have gone tonight. Claire Crothers has the serve here. Stella Bossert with the strong kill. Zephyrs out in front again to begin here in the third set. And a service ace. Really where the Zephyrs have just dominated in just about every facet of the game tonight, at the net, from the serve line. Technical violation was called on Como Park, as now it's a 5-point lead for Mahtomedi here in the third set. Ingrid Bowman will get the kill. It was tipped on its way in by the Zephyrs. Como Park will have the serve, and they'll get an ace. Ingrid Bowman serving. Cougars get the point on a Mahtomedi violation. Floated down for the Zephyr kill. Ella Bossard having a good start to this third set. Anna Hines has the serve here for the Zephyrs. Zephyrs able to win the joust at the net. Hines continues the serve, and she's got an ace. Oh, everything working for the Zephyrs. Continuing into the third set. Karnowski sent it out. Leave the Kaiser on the serve for the Cougars, and she's got an ace. Cougars doing a good job of not letting this early Mahtomedi lead spiral too far out of control. Como Park potentially down to their last set of the season. Double hit gives the point to the Cougars. Up into the rafters, and that aids coming down for a Cougar point. Now 4 straight points for Como Park. Stella Bossard gets the kill. Sahara Mali will come in for the serve for the Zephyrs. Line violation will give the Cougars the point. Oh, it continues to be a close third set so far. Geary will have the serve. Bossard was able to keep that one in for the kill. Show that one on replay as close to the line. Bossard on the serve here for Mahtomedi. But Kill getting the Cougars bench fired up. Ingrid Bowman will have the serve. I'll give the Zephyrs the point as that clipped the top of the net. For a Boniface on the kill. Caitlin Blazer will serve. Zephyrs back up by 3. Puts up Tarnowski for the kill. Tarnowski, her 12th kill. Tacoma Park takes a timeout. Zephyrs up 15-11. Zephyrs cruise through the first 2 sets. Quick come out of the timeout as Glazer will continue the serve. Volley will land out the back for the Zephyr point. Zephyrs back up 5. They look to clinch the match and advance to the section final for the 4th straight year. Head into the net by the Cougars. Glazer steps into the serve. It'll end up being another Zephyr point. With the service ace as the Zephyrs have broken open a tight early 3rd set. Glazer and that will land out. It was fading but ended up out the back line. Zephyrs getting close. Glazer. Tarnowski. Zephyrs get the point with the net contact violation. Glazer with the service ace. And barring something very wild happening, the Zephyrs are going to move on to the section final once again, up 11. Here in the 3rd set, timeout Como Park. We have our whole SEC Sports crew. Big thanks to David and Joe down in the truck, our camera people on hand tonight. Zephyrs close to wrapping up another trip to the section final. Take a look at the bracket with Chisago Lakes and Hill Murray on the other side of the bracket. Winner of that match would come here to play Mahtomedi as the 1 seed. Como Park down to their final 3 points potentially of their season. Blazer will send that out on the service error. Jamie Nemec will serve for the Cougars. Contact error will give the point to Como Park. So back-to-back points for Como Park. Cougars pick up a 3rd straight point. Service error turns things back over to the Zephyrs. Zephyrs have controlled in every facet of the game tonight at the net and from the serve line. Karnowski was on the serve. That's the kill for the Zephyrs. And Caitlin Olsen, and it's match point for Mahtomedi. Karnowski on the serve. Como Park able to keep things alive for at least 1 more point. Match point number 2 for the Cougars. Suki Solheide will have the serve. Into the net for the service error. And the Mahtomedi Zephyrs are headed back to the Section 4 final. 4th straight year, the Zephyrs will be in with a chance to go to the state championship, or state tournament, I beg your pardon, as they take set 3, 25-15. We're never really threatened tonight. A good effort by Como Park, as congratulations to the Cougars and their seniors. As their season comes to a close, Mahtomedi will await the winner of Hill Murray and Chisago Lakes. We'll take a look at some of the highlights. The Zephyrs move on to the section final. Isa Tarnowski, a fantastic evening for Mahtomedi with 13 kills. Really, this match decided after the first, about 10 points of the first set as the Zephyrs cruised to take the first set and the second set as Como Park with their season on the line kept it close in the 3rd set for a little while. But the Zephyrs will move on to the conference final, and they will be home with the bid to go to the state tournament on the line. Now the students here at Mahtomedi High School looking to get out on the court and meet up with their schoolmates. The Zephyrs move on 3-0 against St. Paul Como Park tonight. They will play to go to the state tournament once again. Mahtomedi, what a night here at Mahtomedi High School. The Zephyrs are through, and they will await with a chance to go to the state tournament. On behalf of our SEC Sports crew, I'm Patrick Lilia. Great to be with you tonight. Mahtomedi on to the section final once again.